In today's world, we are constantly exposed to a multitude of perspectives and arguments. But have you ever wondered why it's so challenging to change someone's mind, even with compelling evidence? Psychologists call this the confirmation bias, a cognitive bias that affects our ability to process information objectively. It refers to the tendency to seek, interpret, and favor information that confirms our existing beliefs while dismissing contradictory evidence. Think of it as a mental filter that screens out evidence that contradicts our opinions while eagerly embracing information that supports them. Confirmation bias can hinder critical thinking and rational decision-making. But why do we exhibit confirmation bias? One theory that sheds light on this is the argumentative theory of reasoning. According to this theory, reasoning evolved as a means of persuasive communication, not as a tool to discover truth. Our ability to reason developed to win arguments and persuade others, rather than to arrive at accurate conclusions. This suggests that our reasoning skills are primarily aimed at convincing others of our point of view and enhancing our social status within a group. While confirmation bias and the argumentative theory of reasoning might have had advantages in our tribal past, they can have detrimental effects in today's complex society. This creates echo chambers, where people only surround themselves with like-minded individuals, affirming misinformation and hindering intellectual growth. It's like being stuck in a room with a bunch of parrots who only know one phrase and keep squawking it back and forth to each other. That's an echo chamber, a place where original thoughts go to die and repetition reigns supreme. In a classic confirmation bias experiment, participants were presented with two articles, one supporting their existing opinion and one opposing it. The study found that participants overwhelmingly chose to read the article that confirmed their pre-existing beliefs. Being aware of confirmation bias is the first step towards combating its influence on our reasoning. Here are a few strategies to help you navigate through it. First, actively seek out diverse sources of information and be open to considering different viewpoints. Engage in critical thinking, fact-checking, and strive for intellectual humility. Second, be mindful of your own biases and acknowledge that everyone has them. Reflect on your thoughts and challenge your beliefs. Intellectual growth comes from being open to new ideas and changing your mind when presented with compelling evidence. Confirmation bias and the argumentative theory of reasoning are important concepts in our information-rich world. By recognizing these biases and actively working to overcome them, we can foster better dialogue, critical thinking, and a more intellectually diverse society.